Housing discrimination is a process of refusing to lease or sell a place of living to someone based on their race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or disability. There is a common practice for communities, especially white suburban communities, to exclude people of color from living in their neighborhoods. This was called housing covenants, and redlining seemed to be common practice. Another way that neighborhoods would exclude black families is if a black family put interest in a two-bedroom apartment, that is usually a certain amount the landlord will bring up the price for the black family, but for a white family, the landlord will give it to them for that amount. Housing discrimination affected people in the past because it was hard for black Americans and minorities to find homes. Dating back to the 1940s, black families were unable to move into white neighborhoods. The Fair Housing Act of 1968 was an act for equal housing for minorities. This meant that all minorities could begin to live wherever they wanted. Housing discrimination still affects people today in a way because even though it is illegal, it doesn't change the fact that people are still separated mostly by race. There are still racist people living in New York City. In A Raisin in the Sun, Lorraine Hansberry wrote about the things that happened to her own family as a result of racial discrimination. In a play dialogue, Mr. Linder visits the younger family, trying to convince them to stay where they are.
That for the happiness of all concerned, that our Negro families are happier when they live in their own communities.
Housing discrimination is an unfair way of separating people based on their skin color. People still do this to this day, even after 48 years of following housing legislation. Housing discrimination needs to change. It's necessary to address housing discrimination by informing other people that you know. Please make sure that you inform the mayor about these concerns.